It seems to be that this cam isn't exactly working right at the moment. But anyway, down to basics. Somebody sent me a message and it reads like this. Hi, thanks for your friend invite. I have accepted. I hope you like my videos and the ones I favour. I watched a few of your videos as I saw that they were mostly wow. I had heard of this condition but did not know the symptoms, and you describe things that I do or don't do in life.
I know doctors would say you can't diagnose yourself from what you've read on the internet, as you would kind of come across as a hypocrite all the time. But all my life people have said, oh, he's just shy. Let me tell you, I do not socialise, do not go to pubs, although I did in the summer for a bar meal when I was away, but sat on a table in a corner, so I knew no one was watching me from behind. I've never had a girlfriend, although I would really like one. Although I've had crushes on various girls in school and at school and on television. I'm nervous of having people stood or sat close to me, even old grannies on buses. I've always worried about rejection from anyone I meet. I do not like being cuddled or being patted on the back or anyone touching me, even a handshake at arm's distance. I also am self-employed. I do not like using the phone, and if I have to phone somebody I normally put it off to the last minute or leave it for a week, and so I've ended up losing jobs. Although all of the above can be just phobias, although I really have to force myself to go and meet customers or use the phone sometimes, I just can't and make excuses later on why I couldn't do it. After hearing your symptoms, I also think my dad and his brothers could have this, as I know they were very shy and conscious of strangers, and they are in their 60s, have never had girlfriends or wives, and they don't like using a phone either, and they certainly don't go to pubs, etc. I am certainly going to look on the internet for Aspergers syndrome to look for more information on it. The question is, do you know if it is hereditary, and do you think it sounds like I might have it as well? Well, I'm no doctor, but it does sound like you've got similar symptoms to myself. You know, I hate answering the phone and I hate making phone calls. It's one of the worst things. Have an answer machine to that effect. If I've got a mobile, like cell phone, I normally make sure that it's blocked out, so only certain numbers can get through. I don't like anonymous calls, and if I get anonymous calls, I generally don't answer them. If it's an international call, I know it's one of my friends from the USA or whatever, I might answer that. If it's a number I don't recognise, I normally don't bother. Other things that really get my goat is when someone rings the doorbell and you answer it and they say, oh, could you let me in, I want to go to number 32 or whatever. And you're like saying, well, why didn't you bloody well ring number 32 then? So yeah. Asperger's syndrome is developmental. Is it hereditary? It could well be. Some people say it is, some people say it isn't. I would believe it is passed on genetically from father to son. I don't think it's passed on through the mother's genes, although we don't know that.